taking up my space. It's funny because I feel like I'm gonna go from like people being like, I hear you're pregnant, to being like, you're still here. Like there's gonna be no. Okay, well, I'm happy to begin whenever Sam gets back.
I'll start instrumentalizing just to sort of set a tone, a reverential, prayerful tone. I know this about you.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. I'm going to invite you as you're getting settled to notice, are there many rows of chairs between you and the next person? Was that on purpose or is that an accident? And if it was an accident, I'm going to invite you to come closer because I've been noticing how the depth of our sound shifts when we sit a little closer together. So stay exactly where you are if that's where you want to be. But take this invitation as an opportunity to be a little brave around coming close. We will not call on you to do anything during the service. That is my commitment to you. All right. Ya, 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 la, ya, ya, la, 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 ya, la, 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 ya, ya, la, la, ya, yo. Ay, ay, ya, la, ya, ya, la, 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 ya, ya, la. Tonight we're gathering with two different song sheets. What a night of plenty. We'll begin together on the half sheet. Ani yeshena velibi er. I sleep, but my heart is awake. Ani yeshena velibi er. Kol dodi dofek Kol dodi dofek תחילי, אני ישנה, וליבי ער, כל דודי דופק פתחי לי. Shabbat Shalom, Shir Tikva, Chag Sameach. How sweet it is to gather together tonight to welcome Shabbat from this sweet heart of Pesach. And I hope that these last days for you have been filled with new questions, with chances to connect, with songs and with conversation that have opened you to the miracle of this time. It is a gift to be joining together on Zoom and on live stream and here in person to mark this moment, to pay attention. So my name is Rabbi Ariel. I use she, her pronouns, and for visual access, I'm wearing a white blouse and a scarf on my head and glasses, and I am really full of this pregnancy. And I'm so grateful to be leading with Sam and with MJ. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Oh, here. This is easier.
Hi, I'm Sam Porter. I use he, him pronouns. I am wearing a black sweater and a colorful scarf and glasses with brown hair, and I'm delighted to be making music and bringing Shabbat with you.
And I'm MJ Gilbert, and I use she and her pronouns, and I've got curly dark hair with some purple in it, and I'm wearing a purple top, and I'm wearing black pants, I'm wearing purple socks, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm very happy to be making Shabbat in Pesach with all of you.
So grateful to be here. Let's just take a moment, if we're in the physical sanctuary, just to look around and welcome each other into space. If you're on Zoom, you can wave to each other and introduce yourselves on chat. So we open tonight by singing verses from Song of Songs, from Shir HaShirim, our liturgical love poetry that describes a journey that beloveds undertake to find one another. Song of Songs can be read as an allegory of our yearning for closeness with the divine and our yearning for connection with disparate parts of ourselves. And we sang, Ani yeshena v'libi el, while I sleep, my heart is awake. And so as we enter Shabbat, may we attend to our hearts and sing ourselves into loving attention. And so I offer welcome to each of you who is joining us here on Zoom, and welcome all of us from whatever it took for us to get here. Wherever here is, we do not take it for granted. And I just want to ask, is there anyone who's here in person, on Zoom, on YouTube for the very first time? If you don't mind just raising your hand so we can welcome you. Welcome! Hello! Hi! And is there anyone who's here on Zoom, in person, who's here for the first time in a very long time? Welcome back. Welcome back. It means so much to gather together. So I'm going to invite, this is a very special Shabbat where we are honoring new members, people who have joined Shir Tikva since the high holidays. As Nicolina, our amazing membership coordinator, noted in our Shabbat message, I think the number is 270% more membership in the last... Increase in, this is a very specific statistic. Thank God. Nicolina, impressive as always. We've had a 270% increase in applications for membership since high holidays. So just this community in this year of this time, it means so much to get to pause and say thank you, to pause and say welcome, and to pause and really feel the sweetness of this community, which is always changing, but to really savor the sense of choosing each other. And so we have new members on Zoom who are going to be lighting candles, and I want to invite anyone who has joined Shir Tikva since high holidays of last year to please join us here on the Bima to light candles together. So come on up. Candle lighting can be found on page 5 or page 2. Try page 2. So we have traditional candles, light shows. It means hurry.
We're in a hurry still, as Jews.
Nope. One more time. We're good. May this be the hardest thing at Shir Tikva the whole time. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. So at the Pesach Seder, we get to open the door for Eliyahu Hanavi, for Elijah the prophet, inviting in prophecy, transformation, and new possibility. And even before the door is open, the tradition is to place a cup of wine or grape juice on the table as an invitation for Eliyahu to drink. And so to you who have joined Shir Tikva here in person, on Zoom, hello. And all of the circles of people who surround you, welcome. Thank you for counting yourselves in. Thank you for bringing your wisdoms, your talents, your heartache, your yearning to this community. So I'm just going to invite you to look around for a moment, look at each other, look at the space. And let's just imagine that each of us carries a piece of Eliyahu. Each of us is Elijah. Each of us brings with us a piece of the world to come. And so just let that be the savor of this cohort of new members, this feeling of welcoming in this promise. And I want to thank in particular Nicolina, our membership coordinator, for doing so much work to set the table for our new members, for setting the proverbial glass of grape juice out on the table in hope and expectation that Eliyahu would come. So thank you for everything you're doing to help our community welcome and integrate new people into our community, and for helping more and more voices sing our hopeful song. Thank you. And so for all of you who joined in these last months, may Shir Tikva be a home for many years to come. May you experience uplift in times of joy and robust and heartfelt support in moments of challenge. May we keep counting on each other, learning from each other, deepening with each other. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I cannot wait to get to know what Shir Tikva becomes through your presence and commitment. What a gift. Mazal tov. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. Can we just say welcome? We have a night full of blessings. We're also celebrating tonight the one, the only Jim Norden, who just turned 75, thank God, alongside his twin brother. It never ceases to delight me to imagine you as a twin, Jim, and just like the sweetness and the care and the humility and the love that you bring into community, just paired up. It's really special. So it's my joy to bless you in your kindness and your generosity and your life spark as you open to another year of life. And I want to offer you this blessing from John O'Donohue in honor of your birthday. Blessed be the gifts you never notice, your health, eyes to behold the world, thoughts to countenance the unknown, memory to harvest vanished days, your heart to feel the world's waves, your breath to breathe the nourishment of distance made intimate by earth. On this echoing day of your birth, or around the echoing day of your birth, may you open to the gift of solitude in order to receive your soul, Enter the generosity of silence to hear your hidden heart. Know the serenity of stillness to be enfolded anew by the miracle of your being. So Mazal Tov on reaching this moment. You're a gift to those around you, and may you be strengthened and inspired. But in this new year, may you continue your journey in health and joy ad mea v'esrim until 120. So let's sing together. Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov, Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov, Simin Tova, Mazel Tova, Mazel Tova, Simin Tov, Yelanu, 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 Ulecho Yisrael, Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Mazal Tov. So let's sing. Turning to page 12 or number 3 on our online transcript, let's raise our voices in song.
Lechu niranena l'Adonai Nariya Litzu Yishenu Nikadma Fanav Bitoda Izmirot Nariya Lo Lechu Nirane Na Adonai Nariya Litzu Yishenu Mikadma Fanav Bitoda Bizmirot Nariya Ya la la ya 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 la la ya yo ya la la ya 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 la la ya la la ya 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 la la ya yo ya la la ya 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 la la
We continue with Psalm 96, page 13. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בשרו מיום ליום, ישועתו, ספרו בגויים, כבודו, בכל העמים, נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, ומולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה, הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל עצי העל לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט הבל בצדק, ועמים באמונתו. We'll turn to page 18 together and sing Psalm 29, which is, the psalm is making a comeback here, I feel. After many years of not singing it. It's one of the psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, and we've really, I feel like, been digging in. This is a psalm of majesty, right? This is a psalm that is really trying to invoke the power, the shake, the wonder of this planet. And this planet which is sacred, right? And lets us, and the tradition is to rise in body and spirit as we say this psalm, as a way, I think, of honoring the tremendous power of this planet and our commitment to it and our love for being of this earth. And so it has been very special, I think, to be engaging and to be singing this psalm together. And I just, because Rabbi Joey is not here, I feel this need to talk about the weather. Just to, So I'm just going to say the fact that it was snowing 2 days ago and now we don't have to wear jackets tomorrow, God willing. Like, we can rise for that, right? We can hold that close. And just really loving Rabbi Joey, and I can't wait to hear how this week goes for him in the sun. So I'll invite us, please, to turn to page 18 and to rise in body and spirit as we sing this song. To Shabbat. מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני פן אלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. Kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim Adonai al mayim rabim al mayim rabim kol Adonai bakoach kol Adonai behadar kol Adonai shover arazim vayshaber Adonai et arzei halevanon vayakidem kemo egel Levanon v'Sirion kemo ben Reimim kol Adonai chotzev lavot esh kol Adonai yachil midbar yachil Adonai midbar kadesh kol Adonai yechol el hayalot vayechesof ye'arot uvechalo kulo mekavod Adonai lama bul yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated. We take out our purple sheets and sing Ana Bechoach. גדולת ימינך תתיר צרורה תתיר צרורה קבל רינת עמך סגבנו טהרנו נורא ענה בכוח גדולת ימינך תתיר צרורה betzerura kabel rinat amcha sagveinu tareinu nora. We'll turn together to page 20, Lecha Dodi. We'll begin with a melody from Pesach, Karev Yom, which is a Hasidic melody, and then we'll transition on the 6th verse to Ya Ribon Alam, which is an Iraqi melody for the Piyut. And when we get to the 9th verse, anyone who wishes is welcome to join me on 50th Street as we greet Shabbat outside. Last week it was hailing. I'm feeling pretty hopeful about this one. דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תתקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר על תלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמשוש חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי. על יד איש בן פרסי, ונשמחה ונגילה.
לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. We'll take the next 4 minutes to greet each other, and you'll go into breakout rooms if you're on Zoom, and you're invited to just go and say hello, and if you want some quiet, you're invited to go out into the social hall or the library.
So good. How are you doing?
Ya la la, ah, la la la, ya 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 la, ay ay ay, ay ay yo, ay ya la la, ay ay ya la ya la, ay ay yo. Ay, 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 We'll call each other to prayer on page 28 with Baruch. Please rise in body and spirit. Ya ya la la ya la ya la yo. Ay ya la la ya la ya la yo. Ay ya la ya ya. Ay ya la ya ya. Ay ya la la ya la ya la yo. ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני מבורך המבורך לעולם ועד. המבורך המבורך לעולם ועד. Take a few moments to daven through pages 30 and 32, these blessings of evening time. Baruch Adonai. ומעביר יום ומביא לילה ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב הרבים, אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אהבת. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, והם נגי יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. We turn to page 34. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם, אמן. We turn together to page 40, number 11 in our online Siddur. And this song that we sing the tradition is to sing it every night, Michamocha. We have just gotten through these Seders where we were practicing embodying, right? And really feeling ourselves as though we ourselves had gone. So I really hope that we're able to feel that sense of embodied practice as we sing tonight, really bringing the story of that crossing through the narrowest place into the expanse of possibility. Let's sing out from that place of knowing. Kamocha ba'elim Adonai, ki kamocha neda b'kodesh, Torah tehilot, osef ele, Torah tehilot, osef ele, malchut echara uvanecha, okei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eliyanu ve'amiru, Adonai imach le'olam ha'ed. Yai alai, yai, yai alai, yai, yai alai, yai alai, yai, yai, yai alai, yai, yai alai, yai, alai, 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 yai, alai, 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 yai, yai, ai alai, yai, alai, oh, ai alai, yai, alai, yai, yai, ai alai, yai, yai. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. As we turn to page 42 and sing Hashkivenu, I just want to invite us, if for anyone who's here tonight or who's feeling scared, that there's a part of us that's feeling scared or unsure, that we daven towards that part of ourselves or from that place, that as we pray for a sukkah of peace, as we pray for this ephemeral but exceptionally powerful form of protection and holding, that we daven from that place of ourselves that knows what it feels like to be scared. And that we allow, so often we're projecting out, but that we also allow that sukkah to hold us with tenderness, that we might be able to summon the courage that happens when we both let ourselves feel scared and also stay so present.
ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך והושיענו.
page 44. Please rise in body and spirit.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית
olam. So we'll turn together to page 46 as we begin our Amidah. And just to flag for us that as we get to the Gvurot prayer, which is on page 50, we'll do this all quietly, but we made a pivot, we made a hinge on Pesach. We have moved from winter liturgy to summer liturgy. Exactly. So let us enjoy that invocation of the dew after so many months of talking about rainfall and wind. Let us just enjoy the gentleness and blessing of dew. We'll continue together on page 62. The bottom of the page. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la. Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la oh. So with hearts open from prayer, we take this time to pray for healing of body, for healing of spirit. So I'm going to invite us to share names of people that we're praying for aloud and in the chat. And I'll look around the room, and you're invited to share a name whenever, whether I'm looking at you or not. Please share a name exactly when you want to in the chat. And then we'll sing together. And our prayer for healing is found on the purple handout if you want to sing along. So tonight we're praying for
When the world is sick, can no one be well? Well, I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong. When the world is sick, can no one be well? Well, I dreamt we were all beautiful and strong.
So, this year at Seder, Haleli and Alma, my kids, who are 3 and 1, stood up on their chairs and they waved their arms in the air, tiny arms, as Hallel sang and Alma babbled something that sounded something like, "Ma nishtana halayla hazeh." What makes this night different from all other nights? And their song descended into total nonsense, but the question had been posed. And with that question, they brought us into the heart of the work of the Seder. Talmud teaches that it's our responsibility to open a space where that question can emerge, not as a rote song sweetly sung, but as a question posed as a challenge to our habits, to our long-held understanding. And so we remake our space. We add pillows to chairs. We take care setting the table. We refrain from eating some foods while centering others, not just because we love the shakeup of this ritual, but because it allows us to notice something is different and to let the question emerge, why? We read in Talmud, Lama okrin et hashulchan, why does one remove the table from the room? They were really serious about reclining, no table at all. And the school of Rabbi Yanai taught, Kedei sheyakirin tinokot vishalu manishtana halayla hazeh. We remove the table so the children will notice that something is unusual and ask, why is this night different from all other nights? And Talmud brings a story to illustrate this instruction. Abaye was sitting before Rabbah when he was a little kid. And he saw that they were removing the table from the room, and he said to those who were removing it, "We haven't eaten yet, and you're taking the table away?" And Rabbah said to him, "You have exempted us from reciting Manishtana halayla hazeh because you've already asked what's special about this night." And in the excerpt from Talmud above, expectations are undermined, the regular flow of events is challenged. And in this disruption of habitual flow, wonder can emerge. A child paying close attention to the adults preparing around them asks, what's going on? What's different? And why? For if the routine has been suspended, there must be something meaningful about it. Rabbi Michael Strassfeld teaches about the laws of food on Pesach. Pesach makes us re-examine our sense of the world. It takes what is permissible and it makes it forbidden. It takes something so basic as to be taken for granted, our food, and completely changes how we regard it and how we use it. Passover begins at home, he teaches, with me and my things. Pesach comes to teach us that our curiosity can be transformative. Our questions can invite new worlds into being. And the liberation we celebrate on Pesach doesn't come from the outside. It's born from within us, from our questioning hearts, from our willingness to question our long-held assumptions and habits. And this shakeup can be destabilizing. It can challenge and unmoor us. It can be easier to say, not this year. Let's keep things moving and stable. I'll take your question as rhetorical, kid, and keep moving. But the world is moving and changing. And the narrow space of our historical moment is applying its squeeze. And those of us who opened the door for Elijah this Pesach into the snow and the wind of our first night of Pesach in the Twin Cities were invited to ask serious questions about our climate and our responsibility to take action. And over these last weeks, we've followed the growing movement against the weakening of power of the judicial branch in Israel and simultaneously the violent repression by the IDF of religious observance during Ramadan at Al-Aqsa Mosque. And over Pesach, bombs fell in Shlomi and Sderot, and now bombs fall in Gaza and South Lebanon. This is not the end of escalation, I fear. There is no clear road out of this repression of religious observance by Israel of Palestinians and out of this escalation between the Israeli government and Hamas. And so tonight, we pray for the well-being of all those who live and pray in that land holy to so many people. We pray for immediate de-escalation and cessation of violence before more blood spills. But we also must recognize that our prayers aren't enough. And as Jews in diaspora, we have the responsibility to ask questions about the unjust policies that have brought degradation and hardship to millions of Palestinians and which threaten the democratic fiber of Israel. As Jews in diaspora, we get to ask questions about how Jewish extremists like the ones in Israel's government today are funded and normalized. And may our questions shake each of us past our assumptions. Let us ask questions about how we got here, about what is happening, about what we might learn and share and do. So in the face of violence and despair, may we hold close to our questions, allowing ourselves to disrupt our own assumptions about the way the world works. Pesach comes to remind us our understanding of the order, of the seder, of the world can be challenged at any moment, and that doesn't have to make us angry or compel us to hold tighter to any one perception of truth. Instead, we can open ourselves to the question. Our questions might be born from witnessing a table being moved out of a room, or from the call of the newest generation of question askers singing out. They might be born from witnessing the bluster of an April snowstorm or the heartbreak of bombs falling on a holy land and on precious people. But let us dedicate our questions to releasing each other from the need to be right, from the myths and misunderstandings that keep us from working together, from understanding something new. Min ha-metzar karatiya, from the narrow squeeze of our moment I call out. We sing each morning of Pesach during Hallel. This year, may we call to each other our questions. May we receive each other's questions not as challenges and attacks, but as invitations to pay attention, to release from habit, and to learn together. May we release ourselves from the need to know and move into the expanse, the merchav of connection and new possibility. Shabbat shalom. So like every Shabbat here, we open for blessing, for the blessings that come on Shabbat, and for the blessings that rain down on us from the chat, from our Zoom minion, who has been so generous with blessings this year. So I'm going to invite us to take a breath. What's amazing is I was so nervous to give that dvar. I was so nervous that the melody for that blessing is gone. Yeah, community. Thank you. I was like, I'll just wait. But then I'm like, no, we have each other. Thank you. Hamalach hagoel oti, Hamalach hagoel oti mikol ra, yevarech et hane'arim, vayikarev shemi, v'shem avotai, Avraham v'Yitzchak, v'yidgul harov b'kerev haaretz. Yisimchem Elohim kesara, kerivka, kerachel uchelea, כפרעים וכמנשה, יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. יללי, 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 ay, יללי, 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 יללי. May we always be brave and say our truth. May we see and seek the path of peace. May we say what's true even against fear. May we do the scary thing and let the community see us through. May we open up new worlds with curiosity. May there be peace in Israel and the Middle East. May we be open and brave to speak the uncomfortable truths. May we be brave and say what is important to move towards liberation, no matter how destabilizing it may feel. I feel like all these blessings are aiming at me, and I'm very grateful. May we be brave enough to raise the difficult questions that demand asking. May we speak up even if our voice shakes. May we ask why. May we listen bravely and speak inclusively and never underestimate the beauty of why. May we not be afraid to ask why this night is different from all other nights. May we speak up even when our voices shake. May we be as stiff-necked in sharing our truth as we are committed to hearing others' truth with care first. May coinciding holidays finally be extra celebratory rather than times of attack. May we resist the impulse to react to fear and hurt by seeking isolation. May we reach out to our communities and know we are stronger together. May we continue to be brave, gentle, and firm. May we celebrate Pesach next year in a liberated joy on whatever land we live in. May we work towards the safety and dignity of all those oppressed by state violence. May we be free from denying other people of their freedom. May our lips be open to sing the melody someone else needs to hear. May we have spring sunshine soon. May we all treat Shabbat services with the wonder of my pet rats, who are keeping me company and are enchanted by the music. Kein yehi ratzon. Yalalai, 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 yalalai. There were a number of people on Zoom who immediately after that one were like, no one say anything. Like, we have to have it. That's why I'm laughing. mic drop, stop. Once pet rats come in, you know we have made it to Nice. I have never seen this, but ratatouille with a rat covered by a yarmulke instead of a hat. We're having visions tonight, folks. It's prophecy. So let's take a breath together. Good news, we get to sing Aleinu together, and then we get to count Omer. Ooh, I know. So I will invite us to rise in body and spirit. On page 284. V'hashevota el levavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim v'hashevota el levavecha ki havaya hi Elohim v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. So I'll invite you to take out your half sheets, your handouts. We began the counting of the Omer yesterday, and it's my joy to invite our community back into this collective practice. Counting the Omer, Sfirat HaOmer, has taken on, I think, a particular significance to many of us through the pandemic. And as we number the days on the path between Pesach and Shavuot, each day gets its own resonance, its own divine aspect. By giving each day value, we not only move between these two holidays, but we tell the story of mystical unification, bringing divine faces back into relationship. So MJ will lead us in the kavanah, in the intention setting, and then in the blessing of the Omer.
L'Shem yichud kodesh abrichu shchintei hineni muchana umzumenet lekayem mishpat aseh shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer sheva Shabbatot temimot tihena sheva Shabbatot temimot tihena ay 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 ay
Hayom Yom Sheni
Yom Sheni
LaOmer
Givura Shebechesed. Givura that is housed within the Svirah of Chesed. 2 days.
Well, there we are. You may be seated. I don't think I ever imagined the glee with which folks at Shir Tikva would greet Omer counting. Just rather esoteric practice, but I'm so thrilled.
I would just like to note, if I may, that there aren't that many things that we count up towards. There's a lot of things we count down towards. We count up towards revelation. We count up towards childbirth. These things are in common.
Look at that. So we take time now for Kadisha Tom for Mourner's Kaddish. And it's the custom in our community to share stories of the people we're remembering. And so I will read our community's list of people that we're remembering, people who have died recently and people who have died at this time in years past. And I just want to invite you, please, to raise your hand if you would like to share a story about your loved one. And I invite you to keep your story between 1 and 3 sentences. And thank you so much for helping us remember your people with you. And if I've come to the end of our list and I have not read your loved one's name, please just raise your hand and I'll come to you with a microphone. I'll invite you to share their name and a story. So we're in Shloshim. We're in the first 30 days since the death of Howard Levine, father of Sandra. Here, I'll come with a mic. You'll pass. Okay. Hank Candler, father of Jenny. Vic Rosenthal, beloved community member. Roman Handel, father of Beth, and father-in-law of Adam Trachtenberg, and grandfather of Isaac and Reuben. Anita Dinnerstein, founding member of Shir Tikva and beloved friend. Actually, though, yes, so we won't, she's...
I don't have much to say, but Anita and her husband Jim were founding members and had these 2 beautiful daughters who were amazing. And Anita was a force. She spoke her mind. She didn't put up with anything she didn't want to put up with. And it's very sad to hear that she's passed away.
So we won't say Kaddish for her until her funeral, after her burial, which is on Sunday. But thank you so much for sharing stories of
I
her.
was just going to say quickly that Anita led up the team of members who did the stitching on the Torah covers. So every time I look at them, I think of her.
Thank you. Louise Gordon, aunt of Pamela Gard. We observe the yahrzeits of Jack Abramson, Sally Drescher's father. Tilly Altman, Rachel Berube grandmother. Marvin Antonovsky, Janice Gepner's uncle. Jean Barnett Schultz, Caroline's mother.
So my mom has passed away 42 years. She was only 59 years old and a short life. She was a force, another woman who said her mind, who was very, when her kids were not treated well by friends, she protected them, very smart, and kind of what's right in the world I take with me.
Doris Goff, Judith Katz's aunt. Richard Goldman, Robert's father. Bradley Hare, Thrin's uncle. Dolores Kerr, Pat Karasov's mother. Mary Kleinman, Ian Schoenwald's grandmother. Gary Leibel, Rona Leibel's brother and Dave Snyder's uncle. Doris Levine, Ben Malikoff's grandmother. Chi Sheng Liu, Laura's father. John Lundquist, Max's father. Marion Newman, forgive me.
So this is the first yard site for my dad. He died back in March 30th, but I was out of town, so we had to move the, So let's see. The only thing I want to say about my dad is that he was a storyteller. That's the big thing I remember about him. And as life's gone on, as he's passed, I've been doing my best to remember those stories. And keep him alive through that.
Marion Newman, Jean's father. Anne Orman, Rachel Royblatt's grandmother. Albert Perez, Sophia Wood's uncle.
I never knew Albert. He passed away during the AIDS crisis. A couple of years before I was born. He wasn't 40 yet. He was 39. He has a twin sister she's still alive, and so I've got stories through her. And my favorite is that they both found out that each other were queer at a gay bar on accident. So.
Florence Ream, Eric's mother. Jean Ream. Emily Keller and Lily Ream's mother, beloved friend of Eric, and grandmother of Ty and R.J. Holden. Maria Reyes, Sophia Wood's grandmother.
She went by Chona to most people, and she taught me how to cross-stitch and embroider. And I don't know if it's a good habit, but she taught me the way where if it's not done right, you redo it. So.
Sophie Riedel, Claude's mom.
So my mother, Sophie Riedel, I'm remembering her in that she and my father, Johannes, adopted me in Germany when I was 2 years old, and saved my life in that process. I think about the profoundness of how good fortune affects our lives, and luck. And shaped my life as it might have been a very different life if I hadn't been adopted at that time. So I'm blessed. Thank you.
Aaron Rosenthal, Barry's father. Barbara Siegel, Rachel Adelschick's grandmother. Marion Svensson, Sven Sundgaard's grandmother. Al Tilson, Ariella's father. And Rebecca Talkman, Deborah Goodlackson's grandmother. Are there other names we would like to share?
Our cousin Gabby Gottlieb died this week 3 years ago, and she was an exceptionally kind person, and I will always remember her wearing white. She wore white a lot, and died too young and too violently.
For all those who we've named, and all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, I invite us please to rise in body and spirit. Say Kadisha Tom. Kadisha Tom is found on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye decho beit Yisrael. Ba'agala ubizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha prichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlam araba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. You may be seated. It's my joy to invite Dan Kessler up to offer some announcements. Thanks so much, Dan.
I'm Dan, member of the Shir Tikva board.
Chag Sameach, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's a real joy to be together. At the end of the service, if you'll please return your prayer book to the usher table. We've increased the degree of difficulty in separating the sheets out. But if you could separate them each out into piles, that would be very well appreciated. Mazal Tov to all of our new members. Thank you all for coming here today. And thank you all to all those who made tonight possible. Rabbi Ariel, MJ Gilbert, Sam Porter, Gordon, the Macomb Minion, David Bailey, Julie Jacobs, and Laurie Sweet. Thank you especially to our Shomrim for your steady presence. You can find all of our programming updates at the weekly on the weekly e-notes and on our website. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., join Dennis Guillaume, who will be doing our Shabbat sing-along, freedom songs, Micha Mocha, and more. Follow the signs in the building, and that's at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Reminder that our community is here to support you. So please reach out to our rabbis if you encounter a life change so that they can activate our Shir Tikva network of support. And if you're curious about membership, this got added in by Nicolina. Yeah, Nicolina right at the bottom. Look. If you're curious about membership, please find Nicolina. She's over here, and she said, look, find her. She has blue hair. And if you're curious about joining the membership committee, find Jonah Rothstein, who does not have blue hair, but is sitting right next to the person who does have blue hair. So he's also easily discernible after the service.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yay. Yes, Caroline. Sure. Let's go. Here, please into the microphone.
I am a co-chair of the Caring Committee, and we have 3 other of our committee members here. And welcome to the new members. And we have reached out to some of you, but if we haven't, please join their Caring Community. We do shivas, we do cards, we do meals, we're doing visits, and we're doing driving to services. Thank you, Shelley. Please reach out to me, Shelley, Lorraine, or Jim, and come and be part of our Caring Community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 2 other, just for the rest of the day, the days of Pesach at 8:30 in the morning on Zoom, we'll be singing Hallel. So if you're like, well, I just want more singing with people, please join us on Zoom at 8:30. And the 23rd of April, MJ Gilbert is one of the featured musicians at MNIPL's Spring Gala. I don't think it's a gala, but like the celebration, please come sing along.
MNIPL organizes communities of faith around environmental justice and planet-saving activities. So don't just come because you want to hear me la la la. But come because you want to hear me la la la.
So here we will close our service with blessings. Blessings over grape juice. We don't have matzah, but I hope you all go home and have some wonderful matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon yinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, עם כל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashavat lechaim. We'll close in song. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach. Yalla la la, yalla la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la, yalla la la, yalla yalla lo, yalla la la, yalla la la, yalla yalla la la la. Yalla la la, yalla la la, yalla yalla, oh, yalla la la, oh, la la la. Take it away. Oh, I, oh, la, 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 la. Shabbat shalom.